It's preparing to live stream.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we've got a message. That's good.
Yeah.
Good sign.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Firevolt TV Live. And here we are on our second show. Hope everybody is okay and you can see us. So for those of you that don't know me, I'm Bev. I'm one of the festival owners, along with my soon-to-be husband, Stret, who's been our voice of God tonight in the background to help us out. So tonight we've got a very, very exciting show for you. We have a phenomenal band who, again, I think there's a theme here, guys. I completely run out like a lunatic, like I did with the Prairie Lads last week, shouting at them, oh my God, you guys are amazing. So please join me in welcoming the amazing, the hot 1-2, all the way from sunny Cambridge.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone.
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah, it is sunny. Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey guys, so tonight we have Nick, we have Simon, and we have Kev. So how are you guys all doing? You okay?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah,
Good.
thanks for having
Good,
us
yeah.
on this evening.
Yeah.
Glad work's over. Work's over, and we're doing the business end now. Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, so let's get started with the show. So last week we had a format to the show, but it is quite relaxed. We want a little bit of fun and find out some different things about you guys. We'll have some serious band stuff, but let's find out some different things about you guys. So you're happy to go straight into round one?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So.
Yeah.
Kick it
Okay,
off.
we're going in, strap in, here we go. So round one is the getting to know you round. So I'm going to ask a series of questions to you individually, and then you guys can fire back the answers. Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Question one, favourite film?
Shall I go first?
Go on.
Yeah, go on then.
Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels, hands down.
Okay.
Amazing.
Mine's A Knight's Tale. Love that film.
Ah,
Oh,
right.
I've not
Soundtrack.
seen that for years. That's a good film.
Yeah, love that film.
Yeah. Different.
I don't know. I've got loads of films that I like. I'm going to be that awkward one that can't pick one, but I love a film called The Departed. Don't know if you've seen that, with Jack Nicholson, who can't play a bad role. And anything Harry Potter is great as well.
Yeah, very cool. Agreed. Cool. Okay, who's the loudest band member?
Kev, I would have said.
Me? Am I?
It's got to be
No,
Kevin, it's
okay.
got to be
Well-
Joe, hasn't it? It's always got to be the drummer.
Depends if you mean loud as in terms of like volume or in like dress
True, yeah.
sense or what, how far you want to go with it.
Let's go both. Let's do dress sense and volume.
Ooh, dress sense.
It's probably you, Simon.
I was going to
Most
say
of
it's
us
probably
just
me.
wear black.
Yeah, I think it
I've
is.
tried
Simon.
some leopard print trousers on before.
Yeah.
Didn't.
Nice.
I don't think it worked, but yeah, I'll go with the loudest. Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, next question. What is your favourite song?
Oof, that is a hard question. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I could pinpoint one favourite, but one song that I always find myself going back to is "November Rain" by Guns N' Roses. Just
Nice.
adore it. I think it's
Yeah,
a
nice
masterpiece.
Yeah, very, very much. Yeah, nice choice. Okay, Nick.
I think, yeah, I'm going to go for another rock ballady one. Again, not sure if it's my favourite, but one that I've always thought is an amazingly well-written song is Stairways to Heaven by Led Zeppelin. It's got to be.
Classic. Si?
I think probably one of my favourite songs is "Someone to Love" by Queen.
Again,
Big fan of
classic.
that
Nice.
song.
I wouldn't have expected that from you.
Well, it would have been one Queen song. I had to
Yeah, I thought it might.
I spent all
Queen.
afternoon trying to whittle them down.
There's too many of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, who's the most sporty?
Oof.
Wouldn't say
I don't think
of us.
any of us are particularly sporty, are we? I think, mind you, some of you guys are into your football and that, aren't you?
None of us.
Watching with a few beers,
Watching a few
Not-
beers, yeah.
not participating. I don't know. I think Manners is quite sporty.
Oh yeah, they
I
play
think
golf.
Kevin,
don't they?
Kevin and I, we both like to eat quite a lot. So
Yeah, we do a lot of, you know, kind of hand movements and stuff as exercise. but
that's not what I
eating-
mean. But
Brilliant, brilliant. Okay, then, what is your favourite colour?
Blue for me.
Blue for me.
oh yeah, blue for me as well.
All right,
Black's not an
unanimous.
option,
There you
yeah.
go. A new range of t-shirts are all blue now.
Yeah. Okay, who is the tallest?
Kev, got be you in it.
Am I?
I think so. Yeah.
don't know. I thought Manners is quite tall. I
think
don't know,
you
it might be.
You just pinch it. It might be because your hair's a bit spikier, but
Yeah, maybe. If we're
Definitely not
including
me.
hair, if we're including hair, I'll give you that for my bouffon.
yeah. Mind you, if we go Mohican, Simon might even clinch it. So
Yeah.
your long hair.
Okay, not sure I could preempt the answer to this next question, but who's the cheekiest?
It's got to be Manners.
Yeah, definitely Manners, I think.
Got to be Manners. He's got a bit of a cheeky personality, and he doesn't mind being a bit cheeky and just asking outright for things. So I would say personally, it's Manners.
Yeah, I agree on that one.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll go with that.
All right, fair point. And final one in this round, what is your favourite place to go to on holiday?
Ooh.
I love America, so I'm going to go with America, I think. Especially Arizona.
I'm going to say Cyprus, because when I last went, it was great. I loved it. I thought it was brilliant. Quite happy to go there.
Fantastic.
I'm not sure. I'm quite a big fan of a staycation. There's lots of nice places in the UK to go to. Beacon Street, for example, like there.
Yeah, some beautiful places, isn't there?
Absolutely, yeah.
And if we get the weather, so last year at the festival, it was so hot all weekend. It was that red hot weekend in
Fingers
August.
crossed.
Oh, wow.
So it was like being on holiday there at the festival.
Lovely.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
Well, let's fingers crossed we get the same
Yeah.
again this year.
I mean, we've tried to order it, the sunshine.
Wouldn't it be nice if you could do that?
Oh, no. it'd be
No
amazing.
guarantees.
It would still be a great event anyway, even if it rains.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Fab. Well, that concludes round one.
Okay.
Ding, ding, ding.
We did all right there.
Enjoyed
Yeah,
that.
great. So here we go into one of my favourite rounds, round two. This is like it, not like it.
Okay.
So this is meant to be quite random. You guys can shout out like it or not like it. I'll shout some random things at you. All just shout back and let's see who likes what. All right.
Okay.
You ready?
Go
Yep.
for it.
Here we go. First one, Crocs.
Not like it.
No, don't like it.
No.
Swimming in the sea.
Like it.
Love
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Star Wars.
Yeah, I'm in the same as well. Is there a middle?
Yeah, I'll go like it, yeah.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Yeah, like it.
Star Wars Day, isn't it? Taking a bath.
Like it.
Like it.
Rather shower.
Cider.
Like it.
Yeah. Some days like it, some days not.
Bit of ice in there, you know.
Yeah, nice hot
day.
summer's day. Yeah, okay, like it.
Ant or deck.
Which one's which?
I was going to say I
Ant is
couldn't
the
tell you
one-
which one's which.
Is Ant the one with the large forehead?
Ant's the taller one.
I'll go deck then.
Yeah, I'll go deck. Yeah.
Deck. Not because of any foreheads or anything, but just deck. I find it funny.
You foreheadist, Kev.
So, I'm sorry, I don't know how we got here.
Driving.
Like it.
Yeah, like it.
Cheese.
Like
Yes.
it.
Like it.
Like it.
Love it.
Very appropriate to right now here in Manchester. Rain.
Don't like it.
Nah, we'll go no.
Don't like it.
Thank you so much. That concludes Like It, Not Like It, round 2.
Excellent.
So
Who would you go for out of Ant or Deck? Can we spin it back on you?
I think it'd have to be Deck.
Okay. That's
Okay.
unanimous.
Chose right then.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, round 3. This is our Bandorama round.
Okay.
So there's a series of more serious questions related specifically to band stuff.
Excellent.
Okay, here we go. So question 1, how did the band first get together?
I think that's one for you, Nick, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess Joe and Manners and myself, I mean, I've known Joe for many, many years. We started playing our instruments roughly around the same time. I was 12, 13, and he was probably 11, on the school bus. He said, "Oh, I've just got a drum kit." I was like, "Oh, I've just got a bass." So we thought we'd jam together, quite badly, as it turned out at the time, but you got to start somewhere, right? And then that sort of, we carried on playing together throughout multiple projects and this, that, and the other, and bands and everything. For years, ended up going to university together at Guildford, the Academy of Contemporary Music, to study music, where we met Mr. Manners. We were in a few classes with him, and he was only just down the road at Milton Keynes at the time. So when we got back, he'd end up coming over quite often, and we ended up doing a lot of function work together, weddings, pubs, bar mitzvahs, you name it, that sort of stuff. Which, looking back on it, we all enjoyed at the time. I think it ran its course a little bit, and we think we wanted to go out and play our own songs, basically. When you're doing weddings, you're there to play other people's songs, which has its place. But we wanted to do our own stuff. We've sort of got all this creative energy. We've been playing together for years, and we wanted to put that into something else. So I guess we started writing songs middle of 2016, maybe, and then started jamming these songs and sort of trying to get other people involved. And then Simon came along, didn't you, pal?
Yeah. So I similar to these guys, played in wedding bands with friends from school, and just wanted to do something sort of more original. And funny enough, saw an advert online for lead singer wanted, literally listed everything that was, everything I listened to, and was like, oh, I'll give it a go. Why not? What's the worst that can happen is, sing 3 songs and leave. So sort of kind of went along and was blown away by sort of them, the way they played. And I think, we just really gelled. And then sort of called me back for another session, and we just hit it off, and we've just been good friends and great band since, I think.
We got a song written in that second session as well, didn't we?
Yeah.
A song that we still play to this day. So.
That's amazing, isn't it? When you just kind of all got together, that's incredible. Yeah, incredible. And I think that's quite important, isn't it? That gelling, and you're going to be together a lot, maybe on the road and stuff like that. So it's important that you kind of have gelled. That's really cool. So how long would you say you've officially been the Hot 1-2?
Probably 2017. Where are we now? Oh, that's a long time, isn't it? Where's that all gone? So probably 4 or 5 years. We've had a couple of different lineup changes and a couple of different versions. But we've kind of arrived where we wanted to be. And Kev joined us in a couple of years ago, was it?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. So the rhythm guitar door was a bit revolving, wasn't it, before?
Just a bit.
Before I came about, but got a message from Manners one day, said that the band was after, not so much after a permanent guitarist, but after somebody to kind of step in and help with the shows that they had. And because we'd played some gigs together, I'd played in a different band, kind of on the same bill as the Hot 1-2. yeah, I just agreed to kind of step in and help out. Done a few shows, and then I just thought, I'd really regret it if I didn't say that I wanted to be a part of it full time. The more I done, the more I enjoyed it, and the more gigs we played, the more we seemed to click. So yeah, so I said to the guys, I'd be happy to join if you'd have me, and they were quite happy about it. So the rest is history, as they say.
That's brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant. So how did you guys come up with the name, the Hot 1-2?
Bit of something for you, Nick, isn't it?
Yeah, that was it's actually a some people think it's a boxing reference, but it was actually a beer pong reference. It was Joe Manners and I back in probably even before that. Well, maybe when we just started writing some songs together. Like I mentioned earlier, that Joe and I used to live together, and then Manners would come over and join us at his weekends over from Milton Keynes. We'd hang out and drink a few beers and play some beer pong. And I think he was going for a shot. He got one in, said hit him with a hot one. And then he got a second consecutive ball in the cup. He said hit him with a hot one too. And I'm like, could be a good name, could be a good band name. And it's subjective, really, isn't it? But we like it.
It's like Marmite, I think, isn't it? Some people love it, some people hate it.
We always wanted something that when you Google it, it's going to come up with just us.
Yes.
You see, there's so many bands named the same thing, be it here or the States or anywhere else in the world. So we kind of wanted something that was a bit unique, which I think we found. So
yeah, definitely. Love it. Fab. Okay, so what do you think the highs and the lows and the challenges are of being in a band together?
Oh,
highs. It's probably easy to start with the highs, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you have a great gig, there's nothing better than having a really good gig. We've had some good gigs, especially locally, when you got all your friends and your family there and they come and support you and sing along. But equally, when you go somewhere where you don't know and you've got people coming along to support you and sing along, that's a great feeling as well.
I think it's really nice as well when you're playing in towns across the country that you've not been to before, and then you get the sort of reactions that you don't really expect. You're playing a show and you get to meet some really great people, and you get to see some places that you wouldn't ordinarily see. I suppose a big highlight for me is the fact that you don't really know what you're actually walking into a lot of the time, and it can be quite funny. You can end up in certain bars and places. I used to call them howlers. It'd be, oh, is this one going to be a howler? Oh, I don't know. Well, we'll go along, and then you kind of get there, and there's like you're playing to two guys at the back of a room in a social club or something like that. You wouldn't expect to be playing, But I think, the biggest highlight for me is just meeting some new people. We met yourself and Stret at Rebellion, didn't we, Bev? And that's another highlight. It's you play a set, you get some great feedback, you get talking, and a year later we're sat here doing a Zoom meeting on Facebook Live.
Yeah.
So that's a big highlight for me.
Yeah. So you weren't put off by some Manchester lunatic running at you?
No, absolutely not.
Not at all.
We embrace it.
It's quite a story, that, isn't it? Because for those that don't know, you guys had kindly invited us to a gig at Rebellion in Manchester, and we came along. Again, we didn't know what to expect, and thinking that the festival lineup for this year was full, and suddenly this band were in front of us, and it just blew our socks off. And we were kind of, what do we need to do? We need to do something. We can't let these guys go. I said, these are going to be the ones to watch, and Stretch just went, that's it. These guys are going to be the ones to watch. We can create a slot, so we've actually brought everything sort of a little bit earlier, so you guys can have an early slot on the Saturday.
Yeah, and we're so grateful for that. Thank you. I mean,
absolutely, and that's another example of a high point when something like that happens. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, you were just too good to let go. It's the selfish thing as well for us, because you guys were so good.
You're going to make me blush if you carry on.
It's true.
Thank you.
Who would you say influences you musically? Who's influenced the band, and who's your personal influences?
Personally, for me, I've always been a Queen fan. sort of just not just from the musical side, but the whole sort of package of it being a performance and, you know, being an entertainer, not just a musician. But yeah, I think, you know, I don't want all my answers to be Queen, because it very easily does end up like that. But yeah, I think Queen, I love a bit of Meatloaf. Green Day got me into playing guitar, and, you know, I remember when I was sort of, oh, there we go then. But yeah, that's what got me into playing guitar, was those sort of, you know, basic songs, and that's how you get into music, where, as Nick said, it's just a couple of schoolmates that sit in a bedroom and
make a racket.
Yeah, basically.
Brilliant. So you've got a new video out, new single. Can you tell us a little bit about the making of the video? It's very, very polished. It's an amazing video. Really loved it as soon as I saw it. Loved the song as well. The track's amazing. Excellent. So tell us a little bit about the video.
Yeah, so we were fortunate enough to work with Chris Barris, who some people may know. Interestingly, we weren't aware Chris was a video director, or I certainly wasn't. I don't know if the rest of the guys were, but we kind of heard that he was in the market for you know, taking on some new clients. So we contacted him, not really expecting much. He said he wanted to come on board, which was great. We managed to get a really nice video location for it. I'm just down the road from my house, actually. Some of our, so one of the parents on a school run was, she owns a really nice barn, and you know, she was just kind enough to allow us to use the facility. So yeah, Chris came along. We spent a good couple of days with him. You know, and we spoke about anything and everything. You know, he's very, very insightful. I think we have an ally in Chris. You know, he was very, very helpful in terms of where he felt the video should go, and he did his job really well. You know, we went to him with a concept of, we wanted it to, the song itself is written about kind of self-struggles, you know, and kind of dealing with your own internal challenges, you know. And yeah, so it was just, he pieced it together. We used some footage as well to try and you know, create a sense of like PTSD type trauma. And Chris, I think Chris framed it perfectly. You know, my brother-in-law's an actor. Well, he was an actor in the video. He's not a professional actor. He's had his own struggles in his life, so I think he played on that. And yeah, really, I think it was a good, strong couple of days of filming. But I think you know, Chris and the whole team, we really got the best out of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just absolutely phenomenal. I love the video. So as soon as I saw it, you got all that flavour of what it was about coming through, and I mean, such an insanely talented guy as well there with Chris. So must have been a wonderful experience as well. Fantastic.
It was absolutely a fantastic weekend, and we're really pleased with and proud of the results. We've had nothing but good feedback on it, so.
Yeah, definitely. It's amazing. That's cool. Okay, so do you guys have any rituals before you go on stage? Is there anything that you do to kind of get yourselves in the zone and you know, get prepared?
We have a 2-pint limit. I think that's about the closest to a ritual we get. Maybe stretching.
Yeah, stretching. A couple of vocal warm-ups. We're kind of at that point where we don't get a huge amount of time to set up, so it's 15-20 minutes. You got to get all your stuff, get your cameras going, make sure everything's plugged in, which it isn't always. It's my bad usually. And then
I don't know, Nick.
You go.
Yeah, Nick, you tend to have a little bit of a ritual of just kind of disappearing and going off to the toilet, and then a lot of the time we're stressing because we're like, well, where's Nick? Oh, I don't know. Have you checked the toilet? Oh, yeah.
I've never missed at the first note. I've come close a few times, but I've never missed it. But I mean, I'd rather be 30 seconds late for a set than pee myself on stage. That's my,
there is that.
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay, a very serious question now. There's a certain video out there on the social medias, and I need to ask you about the van. Is the back door fixed yet, or are you still using the piece of wood to prop it open?
Isn't that mad what happened with that video?
Yeah, we still can't believe it.
I mean,
It's weird because you spend all this time trying to get this amazing content together, and then something like that just goes and tops 1 million views. Yeah. It's mental, isn't it?
I think it's because it's relatable, though. Like, I think a lot of people just seem to think that bands kind of just travel around in tour buses and have, you know, they live the life of luxury, and they don't. You know, it's like the reason that we had that piece of wood in the back of the van was, I think we'd moved Nick, we'd moved him into his new house like the week before. It's kind of left over, luckily. But yeah, it's just like the hinge went on the door, and it was just, the door flap is so heavy that you need 2 people to lift it. So it was just like, oh, well, this piece of wood works fine. So, and people, I think people just found it funny.
Heavy door, isn't it?
Yeah, I think people just found it funny though, didn't they?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So, but
brilliant.
To answer your question, Bev, it is fixed. We did. I bought. It was cost about a £5 to fix it. So yeah, all done.
Amazing. And final question in this round. So for those of you that haven't seen the Hot 1 2, you're in for a treat. There's a certain band member that does a lot of moving about on stage, a lot of twizzing around. Who might that be, Mr. Kev?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
How did that come about, Kev, or was it just spontaneous? Did it just happen?
To be honest, I've always been a bit of a performer, because as where I kind of lack in guitar technicality, I can make up in performance. But I don't know, I guess it's just passion, isn't it? It's just the enjoyment. And we're a band, we all move around, we all do our bit. I think if anything, I need to be a little bit more controlled with that, because we have had some, you know, bumping into each other and other bits. It needs to be a little bit more yeah, a little bit more
stuck head of a guitar coming past.
Yeah, I am guilty of it. But it's just something I've always done. Just, you know, it's not planned. It's spontaneous. It happens, and yeah, it's just part of the show, I guess.
Brilliant.
We call it the Kevnado as well.
Kevnado.
Yeah, you
that.
do. Yeah, you do.
That's
Kevlo, whatever you prefer.
Oh, amazing. Thank you so much. That's our Bandorama round completed. So we're going to go into the next round here, which is questions from the vault. So we'll have the voice from beyond, that you guys, when we did our interview and you interviewed us, you called it the voice of God. So we kind of called it, twisted that a little bit. So for those people who don't know, the gold lady in our branding is called Voltaire.
I didn't know that.
Story behind Voltaire about her being at the Monsters of Rock festival years ago, and suddenly she found herself where the crowd had parted and everybody was looking at just her, and she decided then she wanted the rock to live forever. So that's a bit of the backstory about our Voltaire. So it kind of links with the 27 Club as well, so that's in some of our branding as well. Cool. So I like to call Stret in this round the voice of Voltaire, or Voltaire's PA.
Okay.
So Stret from beyond there is going to ask you a series of questions, some sort of music, bit of pub quiz type questions. And we've actually started the Firevolt League table with this. Ooh. So just bear in mind, there is a trophy, for the winners. Okay. So once we've done all these and we're at the festival, you're in the mix now to win the Firevolt Quiz League Table trophy.
Ooh, so pressure's on.
So you've got a beat score from last week, the score of 4 from the Priory lads last week. So without further ado, Stret is going to ask you a series of questions, and let's see what your score is. Are you ready?
Yeah,
let's go for it. Let's do it.
Come on, Voltaire's PA.
Okay, here we go, guys. And you've got 4 answers to this I'll give you, and you need to pick one. So here's your first question. Which character in the Muppet Show played the drums? Was it Fozzie, Animal, Scooter, or Gonzo?
I'd say it was
Animal.
Animal, yeah.
That's a 1-pointer already, boys.
Yes.
Flying out the gates.
Okay, let's see how we go on this. We're going back a little bit. Get the old time machine ready. But here we go. In what year did the first episode of The Simpsons air?
Bloody hell.
Oh,
Wow. This one's going to be tough.
I want to say I'm sure it's 89, but I think I'm way too far with that. But that rings a bell.
Well, I haven't got a clue, so I'm happy to go with that, Simon. That sounds great.
I'll go with that, yeah.
Going for 1989, was it?
Might as well.
Yeah, that's 2 out of 2, boys.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Well done, well done.
Well done, Simon.
Okay, again, I'm going to give you 4 answers. Pick one of the answers, hopefully correctly. Here's your question. Which band released the limited edition covers album Medium Rare in 2011? Was it U2, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Foo Fighters, or Coldplay?
Medium rare.
Don't know. I don't know. I would go Red Hot Chili Peppers, but that's only
I
'cause
was going to guess
Red Hot Chili Peppers, medium rare.
That's what I was going to go with.
Yeah.
I don't think it would be something that Coldplay would do,
Or U2.
or U2.
No.
And Foo Fighters, medium rare.
Maybe could do.
Oh, it could be Foo Fighters.
Oh, it might be because Dave Grohl does a bit barbecuing, doesn't he?
What are we saying then, lads? It's going to be a guess, really, at the end of the day, isn't it? Because I don't
I
think
think-
any of us know.
I
Yeah,
think it's
I don't know.
Chili Peppers. Let's go with Chili Peppers.
Chili peppers.
Unlucky, boys, you hit the post. It was Foo Fighters.
Oh, no.
Okay. Now, this is a straight answer I need from you, so there's no clues to this one. Okay. The front cover of which American grunge band's 1991 album featured a baby swimming underwater?
Nirvana.
Never mind, yeah.
Never mind.
Bang. You're on,
Yes,
boys.
3. One more point to equal the lead.
Yeah.
Come on, boys. We got this.
Okay. Could be difficult, boys. Could be difficult. Well, they're all
This is-
easy if you know the answer.
Is this multiple choice, Strat?
No, this is another one where I just need an
Oh,
answer
no.
from you, not a multiple choice.
Oh,
Are we ready? The 1968 album Strange Days was released by which band? 1968 album name was called Strange Days.
I've got a clue.
I don't know, guys.
Don't know. Trying to think of a band from, was it 1969, was it?
1968.
1968.
Is that Rolling Stones or Beatles era?
Yeah.
I'm lost. I'm not going to lie, guys. I'm lost.
Beach Boys, maybe? I don't know.
You go for it, Nick. It's a complete guess, I think, this one.
Go
You
on,
sure you
guys.
don't want to make
What's
that a multiple choice?
your give a clue?
I think with it being a trophy, I think there can't be a clue on that
Oh,
one.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
tried. Okay, what's your guess then, guys?
What are we saying? So Beach Boys. That's who I reckon it is.
Beach
All right.
Boys?
Go with the Beach Boys then. Yeah.
It's The Doors.
Well off.
Never would have got it.
Right.
In trouble now, boys.
No, come on.
Okay. So I want you to think of a TV program now, and it's just a one-word answer I need from you. Well, it's 2 words, sorry, but I need you to give me the answer.
Okay.
Which punk group gave their name to a TV quiz show about pop music?
Oh, the Buzzcocks.
This-
Rating.
Way! We have a tie-break situation with the Priory at the moment, so you're all on
Ooh.
court.
Hey.
Okay. It's not a multi-answer thing. It's I need a straight answer again, I'm afraid, boys.
Okay.
Here we
There's a lot
go.
riding on this.
Okay, we're going back to 1989. Which artist released a UK best-selling album in 1989 called but seriously.
I don't know.
I will
guys.
give you a clue.
I honestly don't know.
I feel like I should know that, but don't. But seriously.
Go on, give
You
them John Wicky.
You
Give
want
them a
the,
little
you want, you want the
UK.
clue?
Yeah, go on then.
Perfect question for all drummers.
clue. Ooh, cryptic.
None of us are drummers.
It's not, I'm thinking, I'm wondering if it's something like either Rush or Genesis, maybe.
I was going to say Genesis, but
Yeah,
Go with that.
yeah, go on then.
yeah.
Well,
We'll
going
lock that
Rush
in.
or Genesis?
Genesis.
Genesis.
Right. I feel, is there a half a point coming? Because it's Phil
Ooh.
Collins.
Half a point, definitely.
Fair enough.
Definitely. That
Okay.
puts you in the lead. Half a
Oh,
point.
half
for the
a
lead.
point.
Nice.
Yeah.
We'll take half a point. We'll take half a point all day
Yeah.
long.
Okay. This question is taken from The Chase. So I'm going to ask you a question. You got 3 answers and shout out which answer you think it is. Okay.
Okay.
Which of these is a real medical condition? A, geographic tongue. B, historic gum. C, religious tooth. Do you want them again?
Yeah,
Yes,
go on,
please.
please.
Okay, it is a real medical condition. Is it geographic tongue, historic gum, religious tooth?
I don't know. The one that sounds the most likely to me is religious tooth. I don't know why.
I thought that, but it sounds like a band as well. So
Yeah, it's a really
I'm
good
not
name for a band.
It's got to be one of the second 2, I reckon. I don't think it's. What was the first one? Geographic
Geographic
tongue.
tongue.
I think
don't
religious
it's that.
tooth is a song by the Cults, and if it's not, it should be.
So what was the second answer?
The second one was historic gum. The first
Historic
one was
gum.
geographic tongue, and the last one was religious tooth.
Historic tongue. No, I think it's to do with the tooth. That's just a total guess, but
yeah, I feel it's tooth.
Go on then, we'll lock that one in. Religious tooth.
Religious tooth.
Religious tooth, unlucky, no filling in that one.
Hey.
Ah.
Geographic tongue.
No, it's
Was it
not
really?
really.
What's that then?
It relates to like the different taste buds on your tongue. You know, where you can say sweet and sour. And,
Okay.
yay.
Legit, yeah,
That
fair
makes
enough.
perfect sense now.
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Okay.
Okay, are they in the lead though? They've got the half
Yeah,
point
we've
lead.
got the half points.
Yeah,
So.
okay.
Half point.
Fairly tough question, but I have to be honest, they are just literally picked at random. But I suppose you know it or you don't know it. Right, here we go. I'm looking for a band, and the question is, which rock band famously requested no brown M&Ms in their rider?
Oh.
God, who is this? Oh. Do you know, I have heard this as well.
I have as
Good
well.
question.
Wasn't Aussie, was it?
Is that your answer?
No.
Final answer?
No. We're discussing it still.
Doesn't ring a bell with me, Aussie.
No.
Brown.
Something like Aerosmith.
Oh, I know
or
why I've
something.
said that. There's a scene in one of the Wayne's World films, isn't there?
Oh, is it Motley Crue by any chance? Or is
No,
it something like that? No.
The
I
Rolling
was trying to
Stones.
think of.
I don't know. I've definitely heard that though.
Yeah,
Definitely heard it.
Who's a diva or a diva-ish band?
Guns N' Roses, Axl. Sort of thing you do.
Hmm.
Eminem seemed too plain though.
I don't think M&M's would do it for him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot you can have on a rider. I think M&M's. Yeah, I don't
You're gonna
know.
have to push
I
the
think-
them in work at 10 in the morning.
Yeah. That's it. I don't know, chaps. I mean,
I've got a feeling it's the
Motley-
Rolling Stones, but it might
Rolling
be.
Stones. Should we go with the Rolling Stones? We'll go with
I'm
Rolling
not sure they
Stones.
had M&Ms back in the 60s, but it was Van Halen.
Oh, it was on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah.
A bit like the M&M. Right. This is to really take it. I think you're half a point up, but you need this one really, you know, to secure it. It's very gettable, I think, this one, especially when you hear the options. It's multi-choice. Okay.
Oh,
Which music icon released the album the next day in 2013? Was it Paul McCartney, Prince, David Bowie, Elton John? 2013, the album was called The Next Day.
We're struggling here, lads.
Yeah, it looks that way, doesn't it?
Christ, you're good on 1968 and you shit on 2013.
Okay, mate. Oh dear me. I'm just trying to think.
I want to say David.
For
No,
me, it's
I'm
between
sure-
David Bowie and Elton John. For me,
Or Paul McCartney.
I think it
has Paul
could
McCartney
be.
done anything that recent?
Not sure. I thought, yeah, David Bowie was the first one that I thought of, but
Yeah, but then I thought his album was in like 2016 or something before he died.
I
Could be completely wrong with that.
I think Bowie's the best answer. Personally, that's my guess.
Bowie or Elton, I think, for me. It's on you, Bibble.
Bowie. David Bowie.
Going for David Bowie.
I don't know
That
what
is
was pressure.
correct, boys.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, was it right? Nice.
I
And
knew
that
it. I just
wins
knew it.
that round. And you're in the lead now with 5.5 points. Well done.
As soon as Stretch said David Bowie, I was like, yeah, it's definitely David Bowie. Definitely, without question.
Amazing. Well done. Thank you to the Voltaire's PA there. So his time is not done yet. So now we're going into our next round, which is our fan questions. So a couple of questions that people have either sent in or they're on the thread, ready in advance.
Nice.
Okay, this is from a lady called Michelle, and she is asking, the guy who spins around on stage, is he interested in spinning me around at Firevolt?
I'll spin anyone around at Firevolt.
Fucking
We're
hell,
all
I
there
feel
to have a
like
good
some
time.
Come on down. Okay, this one came in previously from Tony, and he's asking, are there any plans to play in Scotland? And if so, where?
Yeah,
There is.
We're coming to Scotland in October.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're at Bannerman's
13th.
in Edinburgh, aren't we?
Which
wanna say
venue
it's
is
the
that, guys?
13th.
That's Bannerman's in Edinburgh.
Great venue. Great venue.
So yeah, I think that's around the 11th or 12th of October, off the top of my head.
Great.
Something like that.
Yeah. So
Okay.
the answer is yes.
Fantastic. This one's from Ian. Will the band be available to chat, autographs, etc. at Firevolt, or is it straight on the tour bus and away?
I think
we're
most
sticking
of us
around.
are hanging around for the weekend. So yeah, absolutely. Come and say
Yeah.
hello. I love chatting to people. So
Yeah, we'd
we'll
love the
definitely be
chance
at the
to say
bar,
hello.
I would have assumed.
Right, that sounds good. But burger and beer in hand then, but not too much
Yeah.
cider from what you said before. Okay, this one's from Chris. Not sure what genre that is, but it's Chris. What do the band think it was that made the difference between playing weddings, pubs, to now being on stellar festival lineups such as Firevolt?
why did we make the difference?
What do the band think it was that made the difference between, you know, stepping up, I suppose, is the question. What's made the difference, you feel, to step up from doing the wedding in the pubs to getting on festivals?
I mean, festivals are great. There's no atmosphere like a festival atmosphere. Even if you're playing sort of your own music in a venue, a festival is just a whole other league of its own, I think, which is great. Again, like I was saying earlier, it comes down to playing your own music and having people enjoy and get involved with stuff that that we have written, and that's so rewarding for us. So yeah, that's what I like about it anyway.
There's only so many times you can play Mr. Brightside, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think we've definitely reached our limit.
Yeah,
Please,
2 times
don't.
over.
Please don't. It's banned. Okay, we've got one more question from Martin. Do you prefer the sound of your songs in digital or analog formats? Must be an engineer, maybe.
We've only ever released digital so far, so I
Any
can't really
plans for
comment.
vinyl?
But I think we're looking at for the album, aren't we?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So yeah,
Cool.
hopefully it sounds better on both. Whatever your preference is.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
So,
guys. Great questions.
so
Really
we're
good.
on to another favourite of mine. So this is the picture this round. Okay, so I have a scenario for you. So you've been shipwrecked on a desert island. What 2 items would you want with you?
Oh,
A guitar and some beer.
do you know, I was thinking.
I can't really go for an unlimited supply of beer, can I? But a lot of beer.
I was thinking like the survival side. So I was thinking, I don't know, maybe
That's what I was going for.
maybe like a mirror so that you can light a fire with it from the sunlight, or a lighter. That might be easier. I mean, if you can have anything, why mess about with it?
Mirror doesn't run out, though, does it?
Yeah, I don't know what second item would be though.
It's going to go with a knife or something,
Yeah,
or a pan if we're going for the survival.
fishing rod. I
You
reckon
guys really thought about this. I was just thinking how I'd live out
you
my
can tell how our minds work, can't you? Different personalities. Fishing rod, lighter,
beer,
know,
guitar, that'd be fine.
beer and a guitar.
Brilliant. Okay, scenario 2. So you've turned up at a venue. You've been asked to fill in for a band member who is unfortunately taken ill, and the band don't want to cancel the gig. Which band and which band member would you like to be the ones that you're going to fill in for?
That's a really
Foo Fighters for me. I'd love to live a day as Dave Grohl.
Does it depend on your actual playing ability?
No. Just
Okay.
whatever you want.
Oh, that's a really good question. I think I would go for probably someone like Tremonti from Alter Bridge.
Okay.
I'd like to be alongside Miles Kennedy and crew. I reckon that'd be pretty big.
Yeah, definitely.
I think for me, I'd quite like to be a drummer. Actually, probably Tommy Lee, sat at the back of a big arena or something, just keeping a fat beat going for Motley Crue.
Very cool.
Very nice.
Fantastic.
It looks like they have some fun as well with their shows. Certainly used to.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, and on to one of our final rounds. So this is called 3 days, 2 stages. This is your all-time fantasy festival lineup. You can pick your top 3 headliners, alive or dead. Which top 3 headliners would you have on your fantasy festival lineup?
It's a good question. Really good question.
You know, I think I would go for the Clash, because I think they'd be absolutely fantastic. Perhaps maybe Led Zeppelin. I think they'd bring something a little bit special, and perhaps AC/DC. I love AC/DC. They'd bring the energy, wouldn't they? They'd bring the face melting rock.
That was one of mine, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I think they'd be my 3.
Yeah, cool. Any others?
Mine would be AC/DC, Guns N' Roses, but in their prime, and Foo Fighters. That'd be my three, I think.
Well, not
Nice
Queen.
choices.
I'm very surprised you didn't say Queen, but that's good because Queen's.
I know, but I realised I've said Queen for pretty much every other musical answer.
Mix it up a bit.
Yeah.
Well, I'd go for Queen. Absolutely, to see Freddie Mercury, that would have been amazing. I think also for me, I'd go for Pantera. I love Pantera. I know they're doing their reunion tour, but to see the original Pantera with Vinny and Dime would be amazing.
Definitely.
And I'd probably go for Motley Crue. I love Motley Crue. Maybe an earlier version of Motley Crue, though.
Right.
Currently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be me.
Brilliant. So you've got your festival headliners for your fantasy festival lineup. Which bands that are currently on the scene would you think would be great support for them, and why?
That is a good question. Very good question. I would say it's part of my headliners with Led Zeppelin, perhaps the Karma Effect, I think would be absolutely amazing, as would Bad Touch. Love those two bands. I think they sound incredible, and I really like the old classic rock sound. I think the Treatment for the whole AC/DC side of it, they've got a great influence with AC/DC there. I don't know about punk though. Don't know who on the scene would suit the Clash really. It's very raw, isn't it? Some of the early stuff. Yeah, I'm going to pass that on while I think about that one.
Boys, what you reckoning?
I think for my Foo Fighters one, Mason Hill would go
Yes.
quite well. It's difficult to pair them up, isn't it?
I know.
I'm waiting to hear what Bibble's going to say about Queen.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Who'd you pair that up?
I think for Friday, I'd go Florence Black. Absolutely love Florence Black.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
They're great band. Good melodies, heavy riffs. I think they'd be a great opener for Pantera. Saturday, Motley Crue. I think Heat again. Absolutely love Heat.
Nice. Yeah.
I think there's some similarities there, but I mean, Heat are just an awesome band. Been into them for years now. Yeah, who supports Queen? Come on, isn't it? Who can support Queen really?
Yeah, I think you're going to struggle with that one, mate.
Yeah, that's not straightforward.
Yeah.
It's quite unique.
I'll put Mason Hill on as well. I like Mason Hill.
Cool. Amazing. That sounds like a great lineup to me, guys. That would be brilliant. Okay, let's do a final check just to see if there's any more questions that have come in. So our little Voltaire's PA, any more questions?
Yeah, we've got an interesting one from Andy Manners, and the question is the artwork for the new single is awesome. Who created that, and what's the story behind the devil picture?
Ooh, good question.
One for you,
Yeah,
Simon.
good. Yeah. So the sort of kind of concept around it was we were sort of thinking of how we were going to release our album and all this sort of thing, and we came to think of doing 6 singles and then the album, and we were just trying to think of a way to, I guess, link them all together in sort of just instead of just releasing random singles. And I think we sort of spent a long time sort of thinking about it, and kind of came together with the sort of the deadly sins. So each single's a sin, leading up to the album being Superbia, which is sort of the big sin of pride. And we spent ages sort of scouring the internet and other bands and other ideas of how we kind of wanted the artwork to look, and sort of what bands or bands that currently releasing music, sort of where they got their album artwork done. And we came across a guy called Freddie who did Massive Wagons, I believe.
Inglorious as well, I think he did.
Glorious, yeah.
Some bits and pieces for them.
And funny enough, we invited him along to the Rebellion gig that you guys were at.
All right.
And I'd sent over sort of our idea of what kind of we had in mind. And yeah, he came to meet us at the merch stand and sort of was like, I've thought of all these sort of things, and sort of basically sort of the vision, everything I had we had in our mind, sort of he had already thought of everything basically. And yeah, he's just been absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I couldn't be happier with the artwork, to be honest.
We were all blown away actually when we saw the first. He sent, was it 1 or 2 that came through? It was the final artwork.
I think it was
undisclosed.
I think it was just Fray was the first one that came through, but yeah, each time it came around, it was every other week, wasn't it? It was almost like artwork day.
Yeah, the amount of thought that Freddie put into them as well. He'd give us like a long couple of paragraphs as to why he's done what bit and how this represents and plays into the sin that it is representing. And it's, we plan to release those at some time with Freddie's permission, because I think it'd be good for people that are interested to see where the idea for each piece of artwork has come from. So we've got a few more pieces coming out, and they're all as awesome as the last. So
that's so cool. I love it when things like that come together.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, guys, we're getting towards the end now. This is our very, very, very last round. So I'd just like to thank you so much for following us on this this journey this evening, and hope everyone's enjoyed it. And we've certainly got to know you, I think, really well. And we're really excited to have you at Firevolt in August, and just know you're going to bring that face melting rock. It's going to be awesome. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So all that's left now is it's a wrap, and this is your time to just shamelessly promote anything to do with your band that you'd like to promote. Off you go.
Okay, I think the first thing to say is just a big thanks to everybody that's got behind the band this year. You know, certainly the last 12 months we've really seen a really big sway in terms of it moving in the right direction. You know, we had some highlights with Planet Rock Radio, got behind the fray. That's helped in terms of, you know, getting the music out to people. But, you know, yourself, Bev and Stret, for getting behind us and creating a slot for us on a fantastic platform for us to get in front of some people. You know, it's going to be amazing. But yeah, I mean, we've just announced a UK tour with Hearts and Hand Grenades, which is happening in August. So kind of towards the end of August, early September. We've got a very, very busy year ahead of us. I think that we're probably up to about 23 or 24 dates now. With the thought process being that, you know, as Nick and Simon alluded to with the single releases, they're going to be coming out quite regularly up until November, which is when the album's going to finally be released. We're so proud of the album. I think the sound of it, I think the production of it, the songwriting that went into it, I think it's something that we're all so proud of. And we're just hoping that, you know, come the end of the year, we'd have played on some better stages and we'd have got in front of some people to actually check the band out and hear the music. But there's a lot of content happening. You know, there's always something happening in the background at the Hot 1-2 camp. You know, every single day there's something being planned or something moving along. So yeah, we just want people to, you know, get behind the band, join us, come on the ride with us. You know, we've got the Hot 1 Crew fan page, as we call it, the Hot 1 Crew, where we do a lot of our socializing there. We don't do so much socializing. Yeah, see that Simon's got a badge there. Yeah, we do a lot of our socializing and the human side of the band within the fan page. So the kind of Facebook account is the kind of business page, if you like, and that is the official announcements. But behind the scenes, we have this Hot 1 Crew page, and that's where we go live and we ask people's opinions and we share some bits and pieces that haven't come out yet. So if anybody's watching and they're not already part of that, then please do join that, because it would be great to have you on board.
Absolutely. Amazing. Well, thank you so very much, guys, and we can't wait to
you.
see you at the Ones to Watch party, which will be the Saturday. So you guys need to make sure you're nice and fresh on Saturday morning when you get up, get that good breakfast down, yeah, and
Will
get
do.
watching these guys and get behind them, because you'll guarantee you'll have an amazing show. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Thank you so much, guys, and
Thank you.
Thank you.
we'll see you really soon. Yeah, take care. Good luck. Keep going.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks
Cheers.
a lot.
Take care.
guys.
Thank you, everyone.
See you later.
Take care.
Bye, guys. Bye. See you later.
Are we still going?